Well, going green, remember that phrase from the early 2000s? It used to be a big trend, like UGG boots or going gluten-free.
But is this trend still growing or phasing out? KTHV 11's Marielle Mohs explains where the green movement stands today, especially here in Arkansas.
Welcome to Hot Springs.
Christy Rossett and her husband Ray built Lookout Point Inn 12 years ago.
How may I help you?
With the intention to leave as small of a carbon footprint as they could.
We continue to learn and continue to make changes to be even more green.
And green may be the only thing you see besides Lake Hamilton in their backyard. They planted all the trees and bushes that make up their landscape.
It's little ways that we can make an impact, and that does set us apart.
Another thing setting them apart, electric car charging stations in their parking lot.
As we get more on the map as a charging station, people will be more comfortable in purchasing electric cars and making cross-country trips.
Carl Anthony and his wife Carolyn Brown drive a Tesla electric car and are visiting from Conway.
We love staying at green places because that's a real interest of ours.
They bought their electric car for a big price, but believe in a long-term profit.
The first 28,000 miles I saved almost $5,000 on fuel costs.
They also invested in safety. Electric cars have very few moving parts, especially the elimination of a front engine.
There's a big crumple zone which absorbs if you would ever be in a crash.
Don Bearden is an electric car consultant. He says people don't necessarily buy electric to fit the trend to be green.
But the number one reason people buy these is to save money.
Arkansas has the 7th lowest energy rates in the country, making this state one of the cheapest to drive green.
I calculated that it cost me $12 for the entire month to drive my car.
A lot can happen in 2 years. 2 years ago in 2013, there was only 19 free charging stations here in Arkansas. Now, 2 years later in 2015, there's 32 of them. But 2 years from now, in 2017, there's a chance big businesses like Kroger, Walmart, or Target will install charging stations as well. But it doesn't mean they're going to be free.
For you to resell electricity, if that would give you an added incentive to install the station.
Bearden is backing legislation to allow businesses the option to provide electricity for free or for profit.
It promotes more station deployment.
So is going green still a trend? Well, maybe, but it's becoming more of an economic and cheap decision.
And I'm trying to inform the next generation, and I think they're much more conscious of it anyway than we were.
Marielle Mohs, KTHV 11 News.
Well, another incentive behind electric cars, most of them come with a tax break since you're minimizing your carbon footprint.